Here we are. Booby and I are excited to start the day. Kind of. It's pretty down the shore. We at least have that going for us. It's Wednesday morning, August 16th, 13th, whatever. You don't care. You don't care what day it is. I'm gonna keep Booby in the shop, but good morning. We made it. Thank you, Andrea. Girl, we're vertical. Girl. The Kraken's getting, it's because I'm charging. A page in your YouTube that resembles the Facebook one. Nicole was running. And she just, I think, sent a picture. Hold on. Trust. Sorry. Leaving for a cruise tomorrow? Girl. Oh my gosh. All right. This picture just in. Yep, she just sent me this. She said for all the haters said they weren't gonna meet up and run and ride bikes. There they are. It says the 23rd. Yeah, I marked it wrong. I'll fix it. We're in the future. The next 10 days are amazing. Barb, it was a complete takeover. I think Dennis now has a new best friend. Her name is Nicole. And I don't think I exist anymore. Yeah, no, it's a whole thing. Good old days, Susan. I probably won't be able to walk after the show. There's a bottom that says view community, but it's open to everyone. I don't even know what that means. I'm literally playing with Play-Doh. I wish I was playing with Play-Doh. Okay, so Laura, last night, I saw your picture and she's adorable. So here's the good news, bad news. Good news is Laura looks great in any hairdo. Bad news, Laura looks great in any hairdo. Oh, okay, Laura. Okay. Farrah Fawcett. Now I know why she calls herself Farrah Fawcett. Are you chewing ice because Nicole ate all your food? Pretty close. No, this is granola. I literally had to collect 14 bags of potato chips. Jessica, I figured out what it is. It's when I'm charging my phone. I'm going to let it charge a little bit more and then I'm going to unplug it. Suzanne, I don't know why. You have to scroll up to see the other level for membership. You look like my 9th grade photo teacher. All right, I'll take it. I'm sure she was lovely. I'm going to pretend it was just she. Yeah, Ruby's all into the chat this morning. Right, Ruby? I think she was pretty wasted last night. I'm going to tell Nicole. Everyone says this photo is photoshopped. And get her really going. The date really scared me. Well, I have big fat fingers. I wrote the 13th and it came up as the 23rd. Been away for a week. Haven't been able to. Why does your headline say it? No, it's the 13th. Let me see. Here'll be a fun thing to do. Let me see if I can edit it while we're live. I highly doubt it. Let me see if I can do it on the computer. I really don't know what I'm doing, so there's good. How much does it let you do while you're live? Not a lot. Not a lot is the answer. No, it's going to be the 23rd until we're done. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. ASA. Are you all right, honey? No. Okay. I would like to, I know I shouldn't be up and going, Kelly, thanks for coming to support her. Um, my birthday's on the 26th. Don't rush it. So I would like to know if everyone has anger on the inside. Let me explain. I have been so miserable. Do you ever just get sick of yourself? Raise your hand if you're sick of yourself. Does anybody know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be honest. You are. It looks like you're a hussy, Colorado, but I can't tell if you're a hussy or if you're just one funny mother. Because it just comes up as green for me. So, I mean, girl, you can be whoever you want. But I can't confirm. But you are. You are signed up for something. I'm Sicilian, so I'm always angry. Thank you, Joshua. I typically try to keep it on the inside. Yeah, not fit to be around myself. I can't stand myself. I better go back to counseling. Roxanne, I'm about to sign up for. I need to call Kim. Kim is my therapist. I'm like, I need to call Kim. I got a lot of stuff I got to say to Kim. And I think I told you yesterday, I'm like a month behind on my hormones. And the last 2 weeks, I can feel it. I refuse to agree. I'm an angry person. Listen, I don't want to be angry. Yeah, I'm sick of me. I blame my need for my pellets. Got to get them sooner. Yeah. Yeah. What did Kim do? No, I'm not mad at Kim. Like, I just have some things I want to tell her to get off my chest so I can get it out of my body. So here's yesterday. And tell me if you can relate to this in any way. Now, I want to preface this story with nobody died and nobody actually did anything to me. Keep this in mind as I unpack this story. So and this is a story about a family that wants to go to dinner. And then it devolves into, I'm going to punch all of these people. The chicken next to people's names means that they're a supporter of some kind, Nance. So if they're green and they have that chicken, it means they're a supporter and they stay a chicken for a certain amount of time. Oh, you guys haven't seen the next one. Hold on. Just a side note before I tell you about my anger. The levels, hold on. The next level, emojis and badges. Oh, after a month and nobody's hit it yet. You become a dream catcher. After 2 months, you get a new bra. It's a little bra emoji. Chicken leg. So it's a chicken leg. Yeah, so that's how we know if you're on the inside. How do you subscribe? Lonnie, someone will answer that for you. I can't help you. After 6 months, you become dirty sugar. And 1 year is a surprise. So you don't like it. Yeah. Okay, here we go. So let's talk about my anger. I don't have an OnlyFans account, but my sister does have an OnlyPlants account, which is pretty exciting. So you can check that out. Yeah, holy comments, but so we just decided to go to dinner last night. So somebody says, I want to only have a lobster roll. And then somebody else says, well, I just want to have a drink. And there are 2 separate places across the street from each other. And I said, we could do whatever you want. I just really want to sit down. Well, these 3 competing things. So, OnlyPlants is her summer job. So we get there, and through a number of things just start pissing me off. So this restaurant that we're going to, which is lovely, and Andrea knows it, is amazing food, no seating. And they just keep adding. Places. So you go to this restaurant for for seafood. Then you go 2 steps over, and then you can have meats of all the meats you've ever wanted. Then 2 more steps, and now there's ice cream. And every time they add like a building, no more seating. So there's nowhere to sit. And this isn't a cheap place. It's really good food, but it no seating, no parking. We parked 14 blocks away. Got there, no seating. Missy. So everybody said, we're gonna go order our food and get the seafood. I said, well, Andrew told me I'll get some meats. I'm gonna go to this meat shack, but I'm gonna stay in here and I'm gonna stare at people while they eat to see if I can't snag a table, right? So now so now I picked up a menu. I'm just holding it in my hand. I'm just watching people eat. You know when you get to a place where you gotta watch where a family is in the eating process so you can steal their table? It's a whole thing. Yes, people love the lobster rolls. Why go? That's what I said, Valentina. There's a plenty of other restaurants that have seats that we could all just sit down like normal people and just have a relaxing time. Nicole's like, I want the lobster roll. So I'm outside. They're all ordering their food. So now I'm staring at people while they eat. I know, it makes them sit longer. So now that's happening. And then I get a call with some very happy news, and someone is crying on the phone. And so it's tears of joy. It's all lovely. So now I'm on FaceTime with somebody, tears of joy, so happy, but rage on the inside. Because people are like, I'm going to get a drink. I'm like, we don't even have a table. Well, we already ordered food. We want to get a drink. And they're like, go sit with mom. She has a table. So I go inside. Now there's 5 of us in the group. We get to the table. The table's this big. It's for 2 people. And when you get food, it comes in a big container. You can't. I said, this table won't fit any people. So now I'm in a normal chair. My mom's at a high top. Diana, I can hear me talking. Diana's at a high top chair. I go, why are you in that high top? She's like, well, this is the chair I'm going to eat in. The table's down here. Her high top's up here. And she's not moving. I said, are you going to move towards the table? I'm going to sit over here. Crying. People left. Food's ordered from 5 different places. She's over here on a stool. I said, listen. So now I'm tired. We don't have an ample table. We probably spent $1 million on this food. Diana won't get off of her stool. Everybody else left. Well, then my cell phone beeps. Your food is ready. So what would one do when the food is ready? So I get up like an a-hole. I get up to get my food. Here's Diana on her throne. Where are you going? I said, my food is ready. It's shack number 3, so I'm going to get it. You can't get up. You're going to lose this table. I go, this is not a table. This is a stool that you pushed a whole bunch of other stools over to. You can't get up. I can't get my food. So now I'm angry. And someone might have still been crying on the thing, and people have left. Diana's on a stool. I don't know where Brooke is. So now, finally Brooke shows up. And she was like, what are you doing? I said, my food is getting cold at shack number 3. And I am not allowed to leave the table because Grandmom said so. Why can't you leave the table? Because Grandmom said I'm not allowed to leave. She goes, go get your food. And I was like, I'm out. So now I get up. Crying is over. Happy tears. Everyone's great. And now at this point, I'm like, I'm going to go get my food. Yes, Jessica. So now I'm on my way to go to shack number 3. As I'm passing, there's an amazing picnic table overlooking the water right by the music. Perfect spot. They're getting ready to leave. I said, by any chance, are you leaving? And he says, yes. Do you want to sit here? I said, I would love to sit here. So now I sit here. I can't go to shack number 3. So now my food keeps getting cold. So now I start texting everybody. And all of a sudden, Brooke comes over and she says, what are you doing? I said, I got a table, but my shack number 3 has my food. Grandma's in there and everybody else is across the street getting a drink. I'm getting upset just telling the story. So Brooke says, why don't you go get your food? I said, well, I'm not leaving here until everybody comes. So I text the drunks across the street. I said, I have a table. Come over when you can. Okay. Then I text my mother and I say, hey, We got a great table overlooking the water. Why don't you come on out? I think I've done a great job. Well, now we're just sitting there, right? I would have flipped the picnic table. Tanya, you have no idea. So now I'm waiting. Diana's 10 feet away, right beside in shack number 2. And I was like, hey, I said, where's grandma? Why is she not here? Now people are coming over. Can we split this picnic table with you? And they're like orphans in like little orphanage. We like with porridge. Might we be able to split your table with you? And I'm like, no, 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 no. Now I'm those people who have a big table but no people here. Mm-hmm. We've got porridge. We're dying to eat. Can we sit at your table? I'm like, no, no, no. There's an angry Italian lady about to, and some drunks across the street. And she's like, can we sit for 5 minutes? I'm like, there's a really just a Italian lady. She's coming. No, no come. So now I herd people away. Nobody's coming. We have no food. My food's getting cold. No one's coming to the table. I'm pretty sure Diana can see me out the window. She's not coming. And I said, where is Grandma? Why isn't Grandma coming? Mm-hmm. No, she could have watched the table, but then she'd be one person at a table for 6 by herself with no food. And I was like, I'm not going to leave her here to get yelled at. So I look at my phone. She says, I don't know if Nicole wants to eat outside because of her hair. It's too windy. I can hear myself on delay. She's watching upstairs. Mm-hmm. And that was it. That was the tipping point for me. I was like, first we're worried about a lobster roll. Then we're worried about whether people are going to get their drink. Then we're going to worry about somebody's hair. You know who's nobody's worried about? You want to guess? You want to know who doesn't get about anybody? Nobody cares what Dena's hair looks like. Dena's hair with a ponytail on top of her head. She looks like a nut job. Nobody cares if Dena eats hot food. Nobody cares if Dena's sitting down. Nobody cares if Dena's getting yelled at. It was that moment when we were concerned about other people's hair. And I looked at Brooke and I said, I'm going to go get my food. And I came out. I went in. Oh, just so you know, when I went to order my food at shack number 2, now this all was happening at around the same time. So I go to shack number 2 to order my food. There's nobody at shack number 2. I'm like, this is going to be so easy. I'm just going to go order my food at shack number 2, and I'm going to be eating. It's going to be bad. Now, this was probably 15 minutes prior to all this happening. There was nobody at shack number 2. As soon as I am one step away from ordering, this man gets in the line with his brother and his mother. How do I know? Because I stand there for 20 minutes while mother makes her decision. Now, you know I like old people. I like old people a lot, but I don't like when old people order and they can't read and the boys are not helping at all. And they're like, Mom, what do you want? They got hamburgers. They don't have hamburgers. She names every kind of meat you could ever imagine that is not on the menu. No, Mom, they don't have that. They don't have that either. No, they don't have that. What do you want for sides? What are the sides? They're written on this thing. I can't see that. Can you read them to me? I was going to murder a family. I was going to murder an entire family. Not the mother. It wasn't her fault. I will never blame old people. I will blame the dumb 2 sons that stood there. I'm by myself. You couldn't say, why don't you go ahead of us? You want me to watch you work out your family issues and your mom's macular degeneration while I'm trying to get a little bit of pulled pork on a bad day, and I got my period and I got pellets in my butt, and I had the gym? Girl. So now I'm done. Nicole's hair was tipping point. I said, I'm going to get my food. Andrea, I go over, I pick up my now pulled pork. Mm-hmm. I come sit down. Mm-hmm. That's what I said. Janelle, this is frustrating, but it sounds like first world problems. Janelle, that's what I said. Nobody did anything to me. Nobody hurt me. Nobody died. I didn't get hit by a car. This is just all the things that I was just like, And the moment where you realize nobody cares about you, somebody should care. Somebody. Mhm. So I go get my food and I sit down and I said, I'm going to change my attitude and I'm just going to worry about Dena. And from that point on, I had a great night. And I sat and I ate my pulled pork. And I had a lovely evening. And then everybody came to the table. You're eating before us? Like, why would you start eating without us? I said, what? What? It was amazing. It was amazing. I had a lovely time. From the moment I stopped worrying about everybody else, and I just fed myself. I was also probably hangry. So I was hangry, I was menopausal, I was bloated. Yeah, it was 10,000 little things. I did, Madeline. I turned. Okay. Big hair. Big hair. So watch out. Her hair's not going to fit in the shot.
I've been listening to this story, and I think, all right, the co-host has got to go.
All right. Well, she is the co-host.
I know she's the co-host.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Co-host. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
She
gonna
why is
move.
she touching me? She not touch
I
me.
still don't think I'm not in the picture.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's by design.
All right. Here, let's get cozy.
No, let's
not.
Oh, you
right.
You got Princess Diana hair today.
Well, because I'm going to a party, so I had to get all ready.
Okay, I would love to hear what corrections you'd like to make because that was pretty
first
accurate.
Of all,
first of all,
first of all,
it's pretty
accurate.
accurate.
Look at my toes.
Cleaning
you know, where you were sitting was a table for two, and I was at the little bar where there were three stools.
There were five of us.
Two,
I'm not gonna go out to dinner with people. No.
And the two of you were going to sit at the table.
I'm not going to dinner and everybody facing a different direction. If that was the case,
all right,
I'm going to stare at this
that
wall.
wasn't a dinner. That was a takeout.
No, it wasn't because we were staying.
Well, but it still was a takeout. There were people all over.
No.
I mean, if you want to go to a nice
That's
sit-down
what I
dinner,
wanted.
we could have went across the street
That's
to the
exactly
other
what I
place.
wanted, but we couldn't because
And
Nicole wanted the lobster roll.
She wanted lobster,
so
but
we couldn't.
maybe we should have looked on the menu to see if they had lobster. And for the price we paid, we would have had a very nice meal at the other place.
That's what I said. We could have sat down.
We could have sat down.
Okay, I had lobster.
I know she did. No, but I think that across the street, you would like that other place.
Yeah, let's go
with
to
all
the
the
other
pretty
place.
lights. Yeah, we could have eaten there. Yeah, that was first of all. And
So I was correct. Go ahead.
Wait,
What else you got?
Didn't you leave out something?
Also,
when a gentleman asked you, would you like a drink? And you happened to be on the phone and you said,
With
"Oh,
a crying woman.
that was wonderful.
No, that's not wonderful.
But you could have taken a second to answer the gentleman.
I did.
who
I
was-
said I'm on the phone.
That's right. But he asked you if you wanted
But
a
you
drink,
can't get
and you
mad.
never
No, he
answered him.
Did you hear the list of other things I was mad at?
No.
Me not oh, well, you missed it all.
Wait, but also, you were.
So the
Sophia
gentleman
doesn't
did a
have water
fine
views
job
at
in
sunset.
trying.
That's an important point.
No, I know that. Do you know what Mom said when I said I have a table? You know how I texted you and Jason? I said, I have a table coming over. And then I texted Mom separately and I said, I have a table, come on over. And then she wasn't coming. And now Brooke and I are sitting at the table for 6. And old people are coming over with porridge like orphans from orphanage. Can we sit at your
takeout.
table,
They got the
please?
takeout.
And we're shooing them away because there's only 2 of us and neither of us have food and we're just sitting at this giant
but
table.
I told Mom.
Then Mom said,
She did tell me.
I'm not sure that table's gonna work because of Nicole's hair. And
No, I didn't.
No.
I said
Did you ever try
Nicole
to
didn't
eat
want to
with
sit
your
outside
mom?
Nicole-
because it was windy.
I was waiting for a table for 40 minutes. I wasn't at a bar having drinks.
Dena math.
So go ahead, Diana. Tell me what else I had
That's what
wrong.
I said. No, that was the one part that I
Okay.
thought
Dena.
that
That's it.
gentleman did a nice job in trying to accommodate you.
Dennis and I had fun.
Good.
We all had fun. I had a wonderful
No,
time.
on our bike ride run.
I had
Yeah, that's what I
I
thought.
had a great time. The meal was wonderful. How was you got meat?
Cold pulled pork because you said I wasn't allowed to eat it.
I never said that. I
You
go
said
ahead.
you can't get up from that table.
I never said that.
Yes, you did.
I did not. Oh, you mean when you were waiting for
Okay.
I did say save the table. Yes, I did say that.
The
But then
table
when
for
you
two.
got it, you didn't eat it right away. I know you
Mm-hmm.
were waiting, but that was Well, yeah,
Yeah.
it was, next time we go to a place where we all sit down at the same time and order and they bring it to you. Like I said, for the money we paid, we should have done that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah. It's okay. We'll do it
Yeah.
again. We'll do it another night and we'll make it better.
Yeah.
We'll make it better.
And then everybody was, why are you acting like this? Why are you eating food by yourself?
everyone
I
else
was
had a
like,
good time.
this food is the only reason I haven't murdered everyone on this pier.
Yeah,
The only
hangry.
thing.
Yeah, there was a
It was
lot.
my period. Pellets in my butt.
Pellets.
Good news, but
good
still
news.
crying. So when someone's
Happy,
crying on the
happy.
phone on FaceTime, you have to say, "I'm here for you."
I'm here
Not,
for you.
hold on, I'm
Well,
gonna order a
yeah,
drink
but just, you know, it was.
and eat my cold pulled pork. I can't even say pulled pork.
Well, it turned out fine because you did get a drink thereafter.
Oh, I got
right
my
across
drink.
the street. We went and got our drinks. And got to see
Yeah.
Dennis and had a good time. It was
So
all
we
good.
did.
It was
We
a
had
nice
great time.
evening.
It was a fine.
It was a
evening.
lovely. It was a lovely evening.
Mm-hmm.
So today is a luncheon. You know how we do our luncheons.
You are just so before you explain it, you are rocking your most Golden Girls look I've ever seen.
Thank you.
You,
I do want to take that
I've
as a
never
compliment.
seen anybody old people the way you're old pursing right now. You have white on white on white with a splash of color.
Oh, I love the color. Yeah,
You
like
got,
that?
did I give you this?
I don't know where I got. I think I bought
Yeah.
it one time. You think
No,
you?
I think that was an old something of mine. That
Oh, it's beautiful. I love
you're
it.
welcome.
It
And
goes good with my outfit.
your hair
It's-
looks good. Your hair looks good, but turn towards me. You got like there's
piece of
two
hair?
pieces that aren't connected.
I know, Dena. I can't see upstairs in your mirror. See, when you do your hair, you got to hold the hand mirror and look around. But
Is-
there's so much light in that room, I can't see.
Is the white jean jacket mandatory as you move into old people?
What's
'Cause
like a jean
ironically, I
jacket?
just
it's
got
not
one.
A jean. It's eyelet. Well, I guess you could call it.
It's a white
It's a
jacket. It's a
white-
mandatory
it's-
piece for old people.
Yeah, you have one.
I know. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not
With your cute
saying
white dress,
that
right.
I don't have this.
No, it
this
is. It
piece.
is. It's a classic.
We'll have to ask Brooke.
It's a classic.
Yeah, Lorene said I just got one. Yeah, maybe it's summer. Maybe it's a summer jacket.
In fact, you know, I went to church.
Andrea said I don't own one, and I'm old. Andrea, you're way behind.
She doesn't get one. Oh, Andrew, we're gonna go shopping.
I have a white jean jacket too.
Do you know what? Went to church on Sunday, and my friend was there. And when I saw her, she says, "Oh, you look so pretty in white." She said, "I've never seen you in white." And I said, "Well, it's a summer thing." You know,
Carly said I have one. I'm 40. Am I old? Carly, I think
Nah,
that
it's
answers
a
itself.
classic.
Carly,
It's a very. No, don't listen to her. You're not old.
Carly.
And anybody can wear it. It's white. I love white. You know, I love white because they always
White on white on white on white.
Now tell them why, because my skin is so white and everything's white.
No,
White
here's
on
what my mom would wear. Now she's a white person.
white. I'm very white. I'm
We're
not-
dark
they're
like my
yeah,
dad.
see.
My mom's very
see
white,
the
and for
difference?
whatever
Look,
reason,
look.
she would wear white on white on white. So she's white
I
with a
birthed
white
her.
shirt.
What
Now she
happened?
put on a
Where'd
splash
all
of
that
color
come
today,
from?
but other than that splash of color, sometimes she'd just do white on white on white, and we
That's
couldn't
true.
find her.
That's true.
She would
I
be
do-
like a floating
I
head.
do not
Just
always
her
have the
hair would
splash of
stand
color.
out.
Joe said he likes my green top. He said, "You look so pretty in that color." I said, "Thank you." I broke
That's
up the
your
white.
dog. I thought it was your stomach.
That's,
Do you think I would just sit here like this? Just, oh, hey guys. If I ever show up on a live and I just have a cute little tube top and my belly hanging out and without a white jacket. Doretta was like, it does look like that.
Well, it matches the colors with your shirt. See, if you had white on, you'd be okay.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
My God. Oh my God, that's too funny.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm all dressed up because we're celebrating today. My cousin Kathy. Kathy was in the vegetable video. Remember the dancing video? A lot of people had seen that. Tomorrow's her birthday. She'll be 85, and she looks fantastic.
Fantastic.
You would never know this. She'll run rings around you. She gets up every morning and is at the gym at 6. She walks on the treadmill for an hour, and then she takes a class. And so when she was 8, it was pandemic. We never did anything.
Jim
And
just
I
said
said-
he's eating Sharon's spice cookies for breakfast.
You know, I was just thinking about them the other day
could
because I
go
was
for
pulling
some
out some
spice
recipes for the
cookies.
fall pumpkin stuff. And I thought, oh, where's those pumpkin spice cookies?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, we got to make a batch.
Yeah, sounds like
Yeah.
a good morning.
Sharon cookie spice cookies. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's where I'm going, right from here to the party.
So this is your
it's a-
party outfit. This is your official.
Well, you know, it's a little more dressier than I would wear on a normal day. But yeah,
Yeah.
so we're going to a nice luncheon, and I have to pick up the cake and some fruit. But it's a surprise. She doesn't know it, so it should be nice.
I hope she's not watching.
No, Kathy doesn't watch. Kathy doesn't even know how to do these things. She doesn't have email. Well, she does have an email address, but don't email her anything because she'll never see it. And as far as getting on the internet and YouTube, and not going to happen. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. So now I'm.
Now somebody just said party on a Wednesday. Anne Marie said that, and
Is that a
she
thing?
yeah, but she does. She's a youngin', so she doesn't know that every day is now available for a party. If
Well,
you are rocking a jean jacket and you've teased your hair,
Well, because we're all
Every day
seniors,
is a party day.
nobody's working. She's 85. All her family and friends are at least 70 and over. So yeah, we're all available. Party on a Wednesday. Hey, look, when you get to retire, you party every day.
party every day. Now, this week, because of the shore schedule, and we have a flip coming up, the days for the gym were Tuesday, yesterday,
And I went and I had a wonderful time.
and Friday.
I don't hurt today. And Friday.
And so I said, okay, I'll see you Friday. Oh, I can't
wasn't
come
sure-
on
I'm
Friday.
not sure.
Let me rub my belly. I can't come on Friday. And I said, why not? I'm going to the shore. I go, well, that's not a reason
might
to
go
skip the
tomorrow.
gym. It's not what you do. So you have to come to the.
Yeah,
well,
but
no,
you-
I can't come Friday because the traffic going to the shore.
traffic
I
is
said you'll be done at
horrible.
1:30. Just come, and then you leave at 1:30.
horrible.
I'm not leaving at 1:30 to go to the shore on a Friday. I go. She goes, you know how long that'll take? I go, where are you going? You don't have to be anywhere. If it takes
Yeah,
you an
but
extra
I
half
talk-
an hour,
yeah,
I go,
so
you're
usually-
old. You don't have to be anywhere. She goes, well, I'm only down there for a day and a half. I go,
Right,
well, why
because
are
we
you
go
coming
during the
home
week.
early?
Yeah.
She goes, because we don't want to come back on a Sunday. You know what the traffic's like? I
Come
go,
back
then
Saturday."
stay till Monday. She goes, oh, you think I'm going to stay to shore till Monday?
is the Phillies game. We're
Then
having
she
another,
said,
it's
I
another
can't come home
party.
on Monday. I got the
Another
Phillies
event.
game. I
It's
go, the
another-
Phillies game is at night.
Yeah, but we have to be there at 4:30, so we got to leave like 3:30 to go get a parking space.
Like, I just want to say,
It's a
I
lot
don't
when-
understand old people time.
Wait.
So you can't go out of the house
No,
more
you
than
can, but
once.
Old people don't like we like to take our time and drive, and
So you
who
couldn't
wants to sit in that traffic? Because
on a Monday. There's no traffic in the shore on a Monday.
well, sometimes coming home it'll be a
No.
little heavy. Yeah, coming because the old people already. People that don't have to be at work early on a Monday will come home Monday and go to work or, go home. So they try to beat it as well. So yeah, no, it's fine. Hey, look, it's a long, dark, cold winter, so I want to enjoy this summertime.
Are you going to Alaska for the
Yeah,
winter?
but you're not outside as much.
Did
The
you say you
weather's-
don't eat candy?
No, I eat candy.
Huh.
Yeah, no, so a lot to do today, and
Uh-huh.
it's an.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to say it's a nice day because it's a little overcast, but actually,
Skip the fall.
I prefer it a little overcast because it's not too hot.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you want to walk on the boardwalk or. Old people-
Andrew said she's at the gym at 10:30 if you want to come at that time.
on Friday. Well, if I leave Thursday, that's still a problem, but we'll see. I'll see.
Why will you leave Thursday now?
Well, Nikki's leaving Thursday. I would be there already. We were supposed to go this week, but then Kathy's birthday.
She said Friday at 10:30. See, now you can be done at
I'll see.
11:30.
Well, I'll see.
Why can you not do that
That
now?
would work. Well, we had the 9:30 on Friday originally,
Yeah.
and you changed it because you were here.
To flip this house.
Now the 9:30, I was okay with that because I figured we'd be done by 10:30. But I mean,
But
the
again,
10:30 is
just
not
so we're
bad.
clear,
10:30
you
is
don't
not
have
bad.
any place to be for a job.
No, I do
You
not.
don't have any place to be for any work of any kind.
I do not.
You don't have a doctor's appointment.
I do not.
You don't have to be.
Oh, wait till I tell you, doctors. I forgot. In fact, I started to tell Nikki, but I never finished the story. I went for my hearing test.
Oh, they said you're deaf.
I
You're
went,
deaf,
I went.
as my grandma used to say.
For what?
Hold on. Did it mess up the video? No. Okay, good. So what did the audio doctor say?
So first I saw the doctor. She checked my ears and she says there was a little bit of wax in this ear, and she took it out. And she said, okay, now we're going to send you to audiology. I thought I had to make another appointment, but right there they sent me over. Now, the lady that did the test didn't give you the warm fuzzies. You know, she was a little.
What did you want her to do? Like,
no, but I went
spoon
with
you?
Dad.
Spoon you before it began?
I went with Dad,
I'm
and
gonna
Megan.
whisper in your ear.
Megan, his audiologist, was so sweet, and I actually wanted to go to Megan, but they said she wasn't taking.
So you had a preferred audiologist?
I did.
Okay.
But they said Megan's not taking any more patients, you know. But anyway, long story short, they sent me. I don't even know this woman's name. So she sits you in the booth, you know, and she puts these headphones on you, and she said every time you hear something, say yes. Now, Dad had a button, and they do it different ways. Some people have a button. Some people have to repeat things. Blah blah blah. So I'm saying yes, yes, yes. Now, at one point in this test, she puts the headsets on, and she said, now, I'm going to put these on, and you're going to hear some static. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. She said, you'll see, it'll come on periodically. I said, okay. She said, every time you hear something, even if it's real far away, you know, say yes. I'm saying yes. No, I hear the static. I just ignore it. I do that whole thing on my left ear. Now she says, we're going to do the right ear. Now, at that point, when she says it, she says, now when you hear static, you know, just keep listening for the noise. Now, she didn't say that on the other side. And I said to her, well, I didn't understand. I wasn't even listening for the static in this ear. It's fine, she said.
Okay. Let's get to it.
Do this test.
Let's go to it.
All
If it's not syncing up, you might have to go out and come back, just so you know. Because you're not all saying it's not synced. Whenever a phone...
Yeah, sometimes mine does that too.
Alejandra, go out, come back in, and tell me if it's better.
So test's all done. She gives me this piece of paper and she said, go back to see the doctor. I go back to see the doctor and she looks at it. She said, you have minimal hearing loss. She said it's around 10%. She said, and I said, well, do I need hearing aids? She said, well, it's up to you.
No, it's not. It's up to your daughter.
She said, some people come here, they see 10% hearing loss. Oh gosh, I can't live like this. I want hearing aids. Other people come in and say, you know what, it's not that bad. I can wait. She said, whatever you want to do. I said, okay. And then she says to me, you know,
Does
they're not
anyone
cheap.
in your
She
life...
said, they're not cheap. She said, you know, around $4,000. I'm thinking, oh, they really went up, you know. And I said, yeah, because Dad's was around 3,000. It was like 18, maybe 36, 18 each.
Can we get to the end of the story?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then she says to me, well, you know, that decision's up to you. Everybody doesn't have $10,000 for hearing aids. Now, when she said $10,000, I said to her, wait a minute. I said, when you said 4,000, are they 4,000 each? She said, yes. I said, okay. And she said, look, she said, I know it's expensive. She said, but these hearing aids are...
Now, isn't this covered by insurance?
No, please. She said...
How could not
That's
hearing be not covered?
I know. Well, because there's so many old people. You know how much it would cost? So she said, look, she said, these hearing aids are designed only to magnify your hearing loss. Some are just microphones that people put in their ear and it magnifies everything. You don't want that. She said, if you can't afford these, she says, Costco does have the ones that will only magnify your hearing loss, and they are less expensive. And I've heard a lot of people go to Costco. I was surprised she told me that. but happy in the sense, maybe I'll think about it and go see what they cost. But Dena, yeah, who's got $10,000, 8,000, 4,000 for each ear? Each ear, it's ridiculous.
I don't
So,
understand.
nevertheless, I have an appointment in a year to go get my ears.
Here's what I don't understand, and I just found out, fun fact, that if a man's penis doesn't work,
about the insurance.
they will give him 4 Viagra covered by insurance a month. It's a very specific number, 4 or 5, I don't know. Maybe you fellas can let us know. But if you can't hear, they're like, you're on your own.
But
we need to save this coverage for important things.
Take that,
like
take that
men's
money from the Viagra.
junk. We can't have
That's
you
true.
going around
Listening, hearing things. I know, Dena, it's terrible. But, I know a lot of people, our senior group, a lot of them have hearing aids, and they'll say, it's still hard because you hear the background noise. And Joseph, sometimes he hears better without them. It's a sin. And they pay a lot of money, and then some of them don't use them. They don't wear them. So, I don't know. But I may go to Costco's.
If they said, listen, I don't even need hearing all month. If you could give me a pill 4 times a month, and I'll save those pills on days that I really want to hear.
Right.
I could cut those pills in half. At least I'd hear half the stuff.
Get 8 days.
But that's how I feel about teeth. When they say you need a crown, it's $5,000.
I know.
And you're
terrible.
like, this is teeth. This is how I eat.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
People
understand
can't afford that. No, I know.
when we talk about eating, hearing.
The simple things in life.
The simple things. Eyesight.
Yeah, that's next.
The reason
on,
why. And there's more and more studies coming out. And there should be about aging. But there was one specific one recently that talked about how important it is for people to stay connected as they get older.
Yes.
And that the chances of dementia, all of that goes up greatly if people are not connected,
Right, they're not.
which is why this is ridiculous. But at least you see
important.
people.
Yeah,
And even if
yeah.
you're checking in with people on the internet and whatever, you're
Right.
checking in on something, somebody. But exactly, Amy, is that if you can't hear people,
Yeah, it's true.
then eventually you just give up. You just
don't-
check
that's right.
out and you go
That's true.
wherever.
This place, yeah.
It just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, no. I remember at one point Joseph was wearing his hearing aids and he couldn't hear, and he would just sit at the table and wasn't participating.
Yeah.
And I said to him, "You can't hear a word we're saying." He said, "No." And then when he went back, something was clogged, and the guy fixed it, and instantly he could hear again.
Yeah. And then people are back in.
Right, and he could participate. No, that's true.
Yeah.
No, socialization is really important. Hank, the man that was 97,
Hey,
98
Sam, welcome.
actually, he comes out and for the socialization and all the
Yeah.
seniors in our group. We have some that are 87.
But
Paul's gonna be
specifically
90.
with men, and I know there's a lot of men that kind of pop in and out of this chat, and if you're inappropriate, you'll be booted. But but it's important to stay connected, even more specifically for men, because men's relationships are not historically connected.
Right.
That it's really important. It misses out on so much. It
Yeah.
does speed up cognitive decline. Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
Yes. So that's why every morning I get up. I am not a morning person to get up, get ready, go to church. 8:30, you got to be there, look like a human. But I go there and I see my friends, and afterwards we all do Dunkin', and we sit there till like 10:30. And by the time I'm done that, I go shopping, I do my errands. I come home, I'm by myself, but I've had that socialization. I had somebody to talk to. And I feel good, and then I do my chores and cook and whatever.
Yeah,
That's
well,
good.
she said same with eyesight. My eyesight is gradually failing. I can't imagine not seeing, right? Driving, all of the things.
Well, that's like I cannot see that screen. Now, my appointment is in September. And I said to Joe, I think I got to bite the bullet. I think I got to get my cataracts done.
Well,
I
so
can't.
it wouldn't
I
help
see
if you
two
put
blobs.
glasses
I
on.
see 2 blobs. I don't see your face. I don't see my face.
Well, what about glasses?
Well, I have my contact in, and even with my no, and that's what I was hoping. With my glasses, it would correct it, but the cataracts are so bad that
You're like the dog.
I even read. You know how you hold a book like here and you read it, and as I went to her, I had to move it closer and closer to make it clear. And she said that's because the cataracts are blocking your vision. They're cloudy.
Listen, a lot of people said they've had cataract surgery.
I know. That's why I said.
Don't you remember years ago when you had the cataract surgery? I mean, it was like a big deal. You had those glasses.
And the
now
patch.
people are like, it's not so bad.
I don't even think they were a patch afterwards. You have to put. What I heard is you put some drops in like a week or so before you go. But
What are the drops for?
I don't know if it's to kind of like start to numb the eye or to sterilize it, for the surgery.
Cataract surgery can give you 20/20 vision.
I know. Well, see, that's the other thing. So
Carmen said the best thing I did was have my cataracts removed.
I know, Dena. So I think I got to do it. But somebody I know, he had the surgery done, like you said, 20/20. Distance he could see fine. But still, as a senior, he needs now reading glasses to see close, so he's got to carry them. I want to do monovision, which I'm used to, and they can do it from what I understand. So one eye is for distance and the other eye is for close. And I'd be happy. I can't. When I
Somebody
look
said
at
I had it was easy and they don't put you to sleep. Everybody says it was
Really?
real easy.
They don't see. Somebody said that they still had an IV. Well, maybe the IV is just to relax you. I think she's right. That they were still awake.
When my Nana did it 50 years ago, a huge deal. My dad had it done 20 years ago, outpatient. And now it's probably like nothing.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I'll let you know when the appointment is. Because I'm not good at this.
Easy, painless, and routine.
Right, as it is today. I know, that's what they say.
Oh, you can actually schedule, it's called a CNC surgery. It's cataracts and colonoscopies. They knock you out once, and you can see everything, and you have a good pooper.
Yeah, well, look, hey, one thing at a time, and right now my eyes say.
So what did we decide on the ears?
Well, like I said, I may go to Costco, and actually, because they give you a free hearing test, I may let them do it again, because that lady, and I said to the lady, I didn't understand, I wasn't listening. It's fine. That's why I said I didn't like the audiologist. So I really don't know how bad the left ear is. It was a little worse than the right. And even when I saw the doctor, I said, look, I didn't understand what she said. She said, it's fine.
That's because you didn't hear.
Well, no.
That was part of it. She probably was like, now, Diane, here's what we're going to do.
No, she said to me, ignore it. You're going to hear. So I thought there was something wrong with the program. What do I know?
That was part of the test. Diane, here's what we're going to do. Okay, let's get started.
And they say those words, and you have to.
Look, Kathy said a CNC surgery gives you hindsight.
Who said that? She's genius.
Yeah, Kathy. She's just having fun with Tracy's original joke. Oh, you guys are good today.
Oh yeah, on a roll, boy. I'll tell you. That's good. That's good. So I have to leave here. I've got to stop at and pick up a cake and some fruit, and then we have to drive back. And
then after this big party, how long will this party last? So what time is the lunch start?
The guests are going to come around 12, and Kathy's going to get there 12.
So this will wrap up around 8, because you guys will stay for lunch and then dinner.
We did. Years ago, when you say that, years ago, my mom's sisters, all 7 of them, and they'd get together for their luncheons, and they would
the
go
old
to the
crunchy
old
buffet.
Crunchy buffet, and it was funny. We would go for lunch, and lunch is cheaper than dinner, but we would sit there so long till like 4 sometimes, because we'd go at 1, 2 o'clock. And we sit there till 4 or 5 o'clock. They start putting out the dinner stuff. There have been times that we were known to go up and get a little bit of the dinner food before we left. Yeah, and that was funny.
Big party.
That was good. But yeah, no. So we'll sit there for a couple hours, at least 2, maybe 3, because you catch up. You haven't seen each other in such a long time, and that's what I said. I want to celebrate the happy things. We're getting older, and too many times they see each other at sad occasions. So this is a good one.
AARP parties are the best.
They are the best. and we laugh and we laugh.
Now, I don't know if you heard, but they're starting to talk about like all the people from your generation used to go to concerts and all this stuff. Well, now they're trying to do concerts early, like 4 o'clock concerts.
Well, I was just going to say, so for Joe's birthday, I got him a couple things. I don't think I told you. So I got him a Yeti. You know, I have this big Yeti that I use for the gym and drinking. You know, seniors don't drink enough water, and he definitely doesn't. So I bought him. His is a little larger. And Joseph is on the front, and on the back I put, "You kids have fun." His son says that to us every time whenever he's on the phone talking to us. So he got a big kick out of that. And then his other gift, I bought tickets to go see the Duprees. Duprees is a group, you know, from our generation, and he's real excited. Sunday, 2 o'clock. That's what I picked. Now they were there in the evening as well, but I picked Sunday,
6
2
o'clock.
o'clock.
This is a night
That's
show.
perfect. Yeah, me and Joe, we're gonna make a day of it, go out to eat. And so that was the other part of his birthday present. So he just turned 85. And they gave him a little surprise party, his family, and that was really nice too. In fact, he went to school with cousin Kathy. They went to the same school together. So
Okay. So you got a whole day planned. You got your white jean jacket on.
yeah. Now you know, I was thinking, Dena, I'm 78. My next one, I'm going to be 79
That's
next
how
year.
it goes. Yeah.
So all the nines bothered me. 49, 59, 69, 70, because I knew the next number was another decade. But yes, I'm getting nervous already.
Why? What do you care? You're in great
Well,
shape. You have
no,
a jean
I know.
jacket
I have a
on.
jean jacket. I go to the gym sometimes.
Yeah, when you can fit it in your schedule that has nothing
I
on
miss
it.
it. I do. I miss going twice a week.
Do you? Because you haven't
And
shown
I feel
up.
better. And actually, when I went last week, I had not gone for a couple months between my schedule, Anthony's schedule, the summer, and I couldn't walk. I was in so much pain. But yesterday, I'm fine today.
Now, Larry just said 85 is not old
No.
for a tree. And that's what you need to tell Joe.
Not old for a tree.
For a tree. You're a
For a
very
tree.
young tree.
Very young tree.
Old as a person, young as a tree.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
I live by Napa Valley, and I send my parents to see their favorite groups on the regular.
Yeah, see, it's
Yeah, but
nice.
here's my question, right? Because all these groups that you're talking about,
Right.
right? These were doo-wop groups,
Exactly.
you know,
And Joe loves that.
and
I love it, yes.
acapellas, and and
Yeah.
they would do what's the one with the barbershop quartets,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Those are
yeah.
good.
But-
Now the problem is that my generation were boy bands, and and they were those. They go bye bye bye, and they would jump.
Yeah, no, we didn't jump.
And I'm
Marge,
like,
no,
how are
we
these
never-
old men, these 50, 60-year-old men gonna go bye, bye, bye? You're like, you can't,
When
you're
they
gonna
get
break
old,
an
I see.
ankle. Yeah, Len, somebody said that they thought this was my belly because
Yeah.
you couldn't see Ruby's.
Her head.
And I just think it's funny that people think I'm gonna go live with a
I'm
tube top and my belly hanging out like
I'm
that.
surprised
Hey,
she's sitting there the whole time.
hey, everybody. I should draw a belly button right here. I have a jean purse signed by the 3 original members of the Duprees.
What signed?
A jean purse.
Oh, a
That's
jean-
how old we're
Oh,
talking.
wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's nice to do things, you know, as like I think we were talking about it. Gifts as you get older, what do you really need? But to do something, an event,
Yes.
as a memory, and it's wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know, Cooley, I messed up the date today, so. Mm-hmm.
Oh, would you put for today's
I
date?
said it was the 23rd.
The what?
The 23rd, not the 13th.
Oh, that's fine. Can you fix it?
When I'm done.
13. That's my lucky number. 13.
All right. So, okay. So,
This
big
is
party
interesting.
today.
Big party today.
And
That'll be nice.
Roxy, you're streaming live from the future. Exactly. How is the switch to YouTube coming? Oh, well, we're learning more and more every day, and so we'll see how this goes. We're dedicated to doing lives every day for the month of August, and then we'll see what happens come September and see what our plan is.
So I noticed you're vertical,
That is correct.
and you've been talking about that, and this is better.
Depends on what you think better is.
How things going today for your you know, your moderators? Are they?
They're very busy.
They're very
They're
busy.
called ASA.
They're all busy.
Yeah, they're all trolling mom because she got this sexy white jacket on. Yeah. So there's that. My father always said, life sometimes can make you hunker down and take it. Yeah. Sorry, that was not the full quote, but it's going so fast. This is where everyone can, when the verticals, yeah. All right, yeah, so I'm gonna spend the next 2 days writing and getting some things done. And you're gonna go party today.
I'm going to go party today, and then I'll see you about the gym.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll be fine at the gym for Friday.
Fine, I'll be good.
Yeah. You're killing the hoop earrings. Thank you. That's all I wear.
Thank you. I think they were talking to me.
Were they talking to you? They could have been. They could have been.
Both of us.
All right, everybody. Well, thanks for watching today. Thanks to our moderators, ASA, doing the Lord's work, as we say. And thanks for being here. And okay. Yep.
Okay. Good thing I can't see.
It's
huh?
a good thing. You can't see it.
Can't wait till I get my cataracts done.
Yeah.
Dang,
All right, that's
dang.
it, everybody. So thanks for watching. Like Judy from Saskatoon, good time. Andrea say, get your ears checked by somebody that you feel like you could cuddle with.
Yeah, don't.
So there's that. So thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day and blessed day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.